In the previous scenario, we had done quite a bit of scratch work to conclude that based on a multi-factor productivity measure, that Lenark's open air fields were more productive than their tunnel operation. This particular scenario part is simply asking us to comment on how much more productive are their open air fields than their tunnel operation. To work this, so to speak, it is helpful to remember a particular formula from general analysis. Let's look. Scenario 2A indicated that the productivity of the open air fields was greater than Lenark's tunnel operation by comparing these two numbers here, and that is what last time in 2A took us quite a bit of groundwork to produce those two numbers. Now here, we don't have to do any such calculations. It's only asking what is the percent difference in the productivity of the open air fields versus the tunnel operation. Right, because we had done a lot of scratch work to come up with those numbers. The multi-factor measure for the open air fields is 0.00, what is it, 112. Wait a minute, how much greater is that than the tunnel's reading of 0.00111? Aha, now there's a certain expression here that's very, very helpful. It hasn't got to do with strawberry production in particular, or Lenark farms, or even productivity. When you are asked to comment on the percent difference, and I'm just going to write B, meaning anything. You know, you put something here when compared to A. What should you do? This. Say, well, B minus A, there's the actual difference between the two. Now, here's the key, divided by A. Okay, when you're comparing this with respect to that, this minus that divided by that, what goes in the denominator was whatever you were subtracting out. Oh, all right, so it won't take us very long to actually work this in the case of Lenark Farms. We just have to clarify to ourselves which is the B and which is the A, and then fill in that expression. So let's see, percent difference in B when compared to A. What is the percent difference in the productivity of open air fields when compared to tunnel operations? Okay, so that means B is open air and A would have to be tunnel. Okay, so the open air productivity goes here, the tunnel productivity goes here, and then the tunnel productivity goes in the denominator. I think I can do that, right? Because they're quoted up here. Let's see, the open air fields productivity measure was 00112, that's B, minus the tunnel operation 00111 divided by 0.00111. Okay, I get a small number, 0.009009, basically, and this is a percent. So to actually state it, remember that we bumped the decimal place 2 places to the right. That is less than 1% of a difference. There's your answer to the percent difference in the productivity. Yes, it turns out after all those computations in the previous scenario that the productivity of the open air fields is less than 1% more productive than the tunnel operations.